Hi guys, welcome back to the shop. So, I have finally decided how this is gonna pan out. So, this is the day that I'm going to actually cut into the car. So, the point of no return, as you may say. What I have done now is I mounted the original cross member, and I've got some pipes here to this is just a precaution. You see that pipe over there? I'm going to shorten it so it fits between the legs here, or rather on top of the legs. We call them legs in Sweden. I have no clue what it's called in English, but it's these beams right here. So I'm gonna make two spacers just so that I can recreate the distance between the beams here. So I kind of think it's gonna be all right because it's an old car and it's been moving around a lot. But if there's any tension in the sheet metal still, or maybe because of some recent stress, it might just curl up on me. So I have to find myself a way to get back to whatever I had before, because I've been measuring around here, and measurements aren't exactly yeah. Here's my ruler. It doesn't really add up to anything. I've been measuring from here to there, on top of that one, with calipers, and I mean it differs like 4 millimeters at times. So I haven't really got a good reference point. Everything is just all over the place, and I think it was like that from the factory. I imagine two older men with a welding machine, a spot welding machine, and the other one with tongs and great spirits. So I'm probably gonna try to set up the camera from the roof straight down and do a time lapse of this, because first project is to make these spacers so I know what I had. I'm gonna make them out of this angle iron right here. It's just 90 degrees. And I'm gonna, you'll see what I'm doing. And check back with you soon. Okay, let me see if I can show you what I've done. I built myself a mean camera stand here, so it's see if I can get you down there. Oh yeah, maybe you can see that. So what I've done is I've got that 90-degree angle, the steel angle here, and then I welded two small pieces of sheet metal, one on that side and one there, and I show you what, and it's a press fit right now. Can you see that? It registers into place. And on the other side, maybe the fantastic camera stand wasn't that great of an idea. Okay, here we go. So on this side I've done the same thing, except my little pieces are down on the side here. Let's see if I can focus that. Works fairly well. So it registers in place. So I've got kind of a reference here. So I'll continue doing the time lapses now. Okay, and this is now I'm going to create a point of reference. So what I got here is the cross member, and it's bolted up from underneath onto the top of the beam. And I don't really think that this reference point is going to be of any significance. I kind of hope it won't, but it kind of feels scary doing this, cutting into the actual chassis of the car here. So I'm going to create a reference point. So this is just my scale. It's for a 90-degree angle kind of sharp scale. So I'm going to just butt it up to the rearmost point of attachment here, and then I'm going to take my little piece of sheet metal. I'm going to jam it right there so it's snug to the back of that one, and make sure the scale is right in the corner. So if I get into trouble here, I've got this reference point to, I actually got two of them. I'm not going to cut this cross member up, so I probably won't need that one in that case, but if I need to weld this piece back in, because I'm thinking maybe I should save this piece and just build up with new sheet metal. So if this goes horribly wrong, which I kind of know it won't, but it's still scary. It's my first time doing a project of this magnitude with altering the chassis. So I believe, I might be wrong, but I believe that I can recreate this whole assembly here with only that point of reference. So I'm doing it on this side and also on that side, and I think it's going to be good. So that's the next thing. Okay. So what I'm doing now is I'm about to cut it, and I went to the scrapyard and got myself two of the attachment points for the cross member on the E46, the newer car. And this is the cross member for that very car. So you see I've got the left one mounted on the cross member. So what I've done is that I have cut them down to a reasonable size that I can work with. And they are more or less exact copies of each other, so I can do the same job on each side. So when I do the right side, it's gonna be a repetition of the left one. So on to the time lapse. So I have now tacked the cross member and the pieces of the beams in place, and I've got the car jacked up a bit higher than it's supposed to be. So I'm probably gonna cut another 40 millimeters. It's about 1.5 inches. And raise the cross member even more. That will cause a new set of problems which we will solve another day. So this is a picture, this is a shot of the control arm and the angle I am looking for. It is nicely symmetrical and it follows the cross member in a real nice fashion. It's a bit dark, but I think you can probably see what's going on here. If I can enhance it as we go. Probably not. I think I'm gonna grab the light. Right now the cross member is only tacked in there by 4 tacks. There's a bit of reinforcement inside the E46 beam. So that is what it looks like. At the moment the engine will not fit because it's too tight. The sump won't clear the cross member, so I can't have the engine tilted back into the transmission tunnel. So I will have to further modify this cross member so that I cut it out in the middle and lower it the desired amount. And that will of course make it weaker, but my thought right now is to make the engine a part of the structural integrity here. So the lower part of the cross member will only really be there to hold the steering rack, and the engine will join these 2 points together. So that's it for today. I will be posting more video later next week. Okay, have a good one. Bye bye.